This video, I'm going to talk to you about the industrial buttonhole maker. These are for the straight stitch only machines, the semi-commercial machines like the Juki TL series, the Brother PQ, 1300, 1500, 1600, Janome 1600P series, Baby Lock Accomplished series. All these machines that are straight stitch only, we'll have a listing on the website of all the machines it's compatible with. But now you'd be able to do and make a buttonhole, and you can adjust the length and the width on your buttonhole with this maker. It is an industrial product made in Japan. This is a very high quality item for a very reasonable price. So let's take a look at this buttonhole attachment. I'm going to show you how it works, how easy you can do buttonholes on your straight stitch only machine. It's very easy to attach it to the machine with no problem whatsoever. It does come with a very good instruction manual. However, we'll be glad to help you should you have any kind of questions once you get it home. This screw here adjusts the length of our buttonhole. We can go up to about an inch, from 5/16 of an inch all the way up to an inch. You can adjust your depth and your cutting width here. So if I want to make for a thicker button, I can make the left hand, the right hand side further apart, and I can make my stitches tighter or further apart. So it makes it really easy. And two, you can play around with this with different weights of thread on your machine to make it a thicker buttonhole. Depends on the fabric as well that you're working with. Here I'm using a standard cotton, but it will come with a detailed instruction manual. So all you got to do once you get it attached, you'll drop your feed dogs, or you use a feed dog cover plate depending on the brand and model of your machine, and just put your fabric underneath. There is a wing screw here on the right hand side, a wing nut rather, on the right hand side. So another thing I can do is measure off my buttonhole, but I also can do what's called a trial version. Before you do any stitching, I would just raise this up, and on our fabric we can just turn the buttonhole maker, and we're going to see the pattern or the path that it's going to be doing. So if I need to adjust that before I start stitching into my garment, I always can. So I always like to pull this all the way to the very front, and then I'm going to put my pressure foot lever down, and now I'm ready to start making my buttonhole. Now these machines, the semi-commercial machines like Juki TL, Janome PQ 1500, Baby Lock Accomplished, the Janome 1600P, they sew a lot faster than a regular sewing machine. If you do have a override of the speed of your machine, or make sure you watch the speed on your foot control, I would try to back the speed down a little bit on the machine. Don't do it as fast as it can go. You may want to go over it as well, a couple of revolutions, because of the weight of thread you're working with. That thickness can make a difference. If you want it to be a really pronounced buttonhole, go over it 2 or 3 times. It's not going to hurt anything. It makes it a lot thicker. Then you can easily snip out the middle. So here we go. And that's 1 revolution. I'm going to go over it again to make it a little bit thicker, just for demonstration purposes. And that's all there is to it. Ken Sewing Center carries all kinds of attachments for your straight stitch machine. Feel free, drop us an email, give us a call. We'd be glad to help you anytime.